Welcome once again then as you join us in the final moments before practice gets underway here at Monza. One of the most famous corners here at Monza is the Variante del Rettifiglio, the first corner chicane. It's been the scene of so many first lap incidents over the years, and I think the teams will be holding their breath, hoping that they make it through that corner cleanly at the start today.
This is such a tricky corner to find the right braking point for. You approach it around 220 miles per hour down the main straight, then scrub off 170 miles per hour in just over 100 metres. It's very easy, therefore, to overshoot and end up driving through the escape road.
Okay, the track is green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temperature. Try and feel your way around. Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD. We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them. That lap puts you at the top of the table. That last lap gives you P3. We're in P3 now. So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 27.8.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top three again are Vettel, Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. Practice times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet. We'll be back with more F1 action soon. Qualifying is about to start here at the Autodromo di Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. The teams are about to head out onto the track any minute now. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly balancing the car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction, and over the course of a lap it's easy to get that balance wrong, and that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now and it never gets any easier.
Checks complete. All personnel be aware, we have a car leaving. Fantastic. That was the fastest lap. There's only one lap of fuel remaining. your front wing is damaged, expect a lot of understeer unless we replace it. Daniel is P7 at the moment. Their best lap time is a 1:27.1. Car repairs have set us back a little. So far, our fastest lap is a 1:24.3.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are Verstappen, Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye. Welcome to Monza, where the crowd are ready for today's action. And we hope you're ready to see the world's best drivers fighting it out for that #1 spot. It's time for the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in F1. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some closer action. As the drivers complete their preparations down below us on the grid, one man who's no stranger to the pre-race pressure is Anthony Davidson. He joins me in the commentary box today. Great to have you with us, Ant. I'm sure you can tell us all about what goes through a driver's head before lights out.
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Raikkonen, Valtteri Bottas and Ricciardo, Ocon, Perez, Magnussen and Nico Hülkenberg, Sainz, Grosjean, Fernando Alonso and Gasly, Stroll, Sirotkin, Charles Leclerc and Brendan Hartley. Van Dorn and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Try to cover the inside line off the start. That's a strong start. Well done. Vettel behind. Our data shows the tyres are okay right now. We anticipate good levels of grip for the next few laps at least. We're happy with the current tyre condition. They should last a while yet, so don't worry about them. Degradation is pretty bad, the grip is going to fall away quickly. Okay, our main competitors in this race are Raikkonen and Ricciardo. OK, the boots aren't looking too worn at this point. We should have plenty of life left in them. Let's make sure we keep managing them properly. We're leading our teammate by 8.5 seconds. This is your final lap of the race. Superb driving. That's the race win.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for Red Bull today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
So here come our winning drivers today, and what a race it was. There's been a big push at the factory lately to get these cars ready, and we can see the fruits of that labour today as Red Bull lift the winner's trophy. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I'm going to go for Marcus Ericsson. He's clearly got a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, and he's matured a lot over the past few seasons, which served him well today.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.